Serena Vincent, and you're watching Airlim.
We start off by looking at Gohan, and I'm not impressed already. I think it's just his face. I don't like the dots under his eyes, as we can see here, but I do like the hair, and I like the classic, the kind of like the fringe thing that pops over, like one strand of hair. But as we can see, going up to his hair, it's a nice yellow. It does have the kind of like, I never really noticed this in the anime. I don't really think it was. I think they've just put it in just to add a bit of texture. But here we've got the little lines going off. His eyes just don't look, they look really menacing, not to what I've seen of Gohan. We've got his like kind of cocky smile already, and links in with his gi just here, and the kind of his skin tone is completely different. It's not like any of the others that I've seen for a while. As we look at the gi, we can see here it's not too bad. It's very similar to all the others that they've actually done. We can see that there's here there is like kind of where it would be ruffly, where it would be ruffled, should I say. Then you've got his sash, and then again links in. You can see his hands have got the kind of the training bands that he has. And again, it goes back into if he was wearing the gi, if you were wearing the gi normally. We're now down to the same sort of feet as Piccolo, and I quite like this. I kind of thought these were a lot brighter in the anime. We've got his kind of legs where, again, as I've mentioned before, it's ruffled if you were to wear one yourself, and you can just see just where he's got his socks. So just in there is white, which is pretty cool that they've actually put that in there. As we look at the back of the figure, I like the way that the spikes are all kind of up, but again, it doesn't kind of really remind me of a Super Saiyan 2 hair. On the bottom there, you have the kind of like little orange lines, which I don't know why they're there. I don't remember them on the actual Gohan himself. As we move down to the shoulder pads, obviously they've kind of wanted to keep it on like where he moves stuff, where he moves his arms, where the material would move with it automatically. The back of the gi, we can see there is lots of muscle definition just on his back, and the sash, which is just there. Again, we've got this kind of like butt line that goes straight down, and then it kind of like goes off into, he's kind of wearing parachute pants to this figure anyway, but the gi goes out this way, and again you've got the different skin color, like he's got a really rosy tints to his skin, which I don't know why they put that one in. As we come down, we notice that these are the same locks and same sort of joints that all the other Dragon Ball Z figures have, which I'm not a big fan of. Again, on the boots, or on his like kind of like socks, whatever it is, kind of boots, I'm going to go with boots, you have lines which look really cool, which, to be honest, I quite like these more than different parts of the figure. You've got the kind of ruffle there, and you can see clearly that his socks are just there too. With all figures, we have a look at the tests. Now his legs move quite easily, just like so, and again they kind of easily kind of right there. Now I really don't like what they've done to this joint here. It doesn't look right. It looks like he's got some sort of like metal in his leg. Again, his arms move up and down just like so. It looks kind of cool when he does like something like that, because it looks like he's actually getting ready to fight Cell. And again, his head kind of moves around. His body does the same, just like so. It just goes up and down. Like when you put him in that sort of pose, it does look kind of cool, like he's about to hit a Cell Jr. But apart from that, he's not too bad on that one. Let's have a look at Gohan's faces. Now, with all the other figures, they always come with multiple ones. So, just lining it up, make sure it's okay. As we can see here, he's now looking off this way. And again, I don't know why they've added those little parts. This does give the figure something slightly different now to actually look at. We're now looking at his kind of really angry face. And to be honest, the only thing that's really kind of ruining this figure for his face are these little lines. He looks really angry, which is fine, but if you got rid of these little lines here, I think the figure would be a lot better in my eyes. Now, this part here would look good if he was looking directly. Now, I know we've had the kind of like Agura face, but I think with an open mouth expression, it does bring a lot more to the actual figure itself. It looks like he's shouting at Krillin, or the other saying like, "Get out! Get away! Don't come near me!" You know, but again, apart from that, it doesn't really give much oomph. Again, I just don't like those lines. Add the last part in, which I don't mind this one. I'll put the hair back in. I don't really mind this one. This one does give like the kind of cocky face in my eyes, but apart from that, it looks okay. Gohan does come with another head, so we add this one in, which you can add in all the other kind of faces. I prefer this head. I think this is my favorite one. Just to me, this, when he had this sort of hair, this made it for me. I really liked watching this in the anime. When we look at the hair, we can see it's more very similar to Goku's, when it kind of like comes off this way, and then at the back there's kind of a lot of detail. I just really like this kind of messy hair. If I had Super Saiyan hair like this, I would absolutely love it. And again, you've got these like kind of orange marks, which again, I don't know why they've added them in. I don't remember them being in the anime whatsoever. But this kind of gives it more life. I prefer this look to than say the Super Saiyan 2 hair. But we can also take the head off, add in something different, and then just replace this one. So you do get kind of more life out of it. So when adding it to it, we can tell that it does give more life to it, but doesn't really seem, it seems a bit out of place. So we just take that one off, add this one back in. Now I am finding it a little bit difficult to add these faces in. Again, we've got another kind of cocky look, which looks kind of more arrogant. So again, when looking at it, we just add this part back in. And again, it does give a lot kind of more to the figure. Especially when he's like, say if he was about to fight General Tao. I think that one looks kind of cool just by the look of it. It does look a lot like Goku in that particular sense, where he looks like that. To be honest, I think that his kind of kid smile look alike, that one is the best one for this particular hairdo. But there are some things that I would change if I could. One of the other accessories that comes with Gohan is his kind of cape that he has from Piccolo, which I really liked. I liked the relationship between Piccolo and Gohan. So again, very similar to with Piccolo, we can see this doesn't give much restriction. So if you just basically want him to stand there, that's pretty much what you're going to get. You've got the certain lines, a different kind of tone of color with kind of like greens and blues, and it does stand out. I think this would be really cool if they included like say a turban for him, or if this was kind of outwards so you can actually move his arms, because I'd love to put him in like say a Kamehameha with this particular thing on, or doing a special beam cannon. Unlike the ones with Piccolo where you get kind of two, you only get one particular one for this one, and obviously you can change with the different hairstyles to actually give it a bit more oomph. So there we go, Rangers, there is Super Saiyan Son Gohan, and to be honest, I'm not hugely impressed. I found a lot of different problems, especially he's quite flimsy. Posing him, his kind of legs slip, I don't know why. I also found that it didn't really feel like a really nice figure, but I do only like that particular face of his as well as that certain hair. So tell me what you think about this. Do you like Gohan? Do you not like Gohan? Do you have him to your collection? What are your thoughts? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you've liked this video, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Check out Yada Games and all that lovely goodness. And as always, Rangers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.